Hi kids, so today we are going to talk about few more things about the types of software. So in my previous video you have already seen as to what are instructions, then what is a program and the difference between program and software, right? So now you are almost ready to understand the classification of software. So whenever we talk about the classification of software, software is of two types, system software and application software. So in this video, we are only going to see the system software and the types of system software. Okay, the difference between system and application software we'll be dealing in the next video. So without wasting any time, let me take you to the next slide, which talks about system software. So it says that system software is a set of instructions which are designed to run the hardware, control basic or important functions of a computer. Now these are the two basic functionality of a system software. First of all, since it is a software, then obviously it will be a set of instructions, okay, and then which are designed means which are made to run the hardware. Run the hardware means the hardware is what? The hardware are the computer components, right? So this particular software, that is the system software, it basically controls the working of your computer system. Working I mean the internal working of the computer system. That is, all the main functions of the computer, the important and the basic functions of the computer are controlled by our system software. You can understand from its name itself, isn't it? It says system software, means a software which can take care of your entire computer system. So from there you can derive these two points, okay. And then it also reads that it also includes those programs that manages the computer resources, that is printer, keyboard, speakers, etc. So which means that apart from handling the working of the computer, the system software also makes sure that all the devices that are connected to the computer are working properly or not. Okay, so whenever we talk about we have seen that how system software is taking care of the various devices. So that means that there is some connectivity, the interconnectivity between hardware and software. So in this slide we will learn how hardware and software are interdependent. Interdependent means depending on each other, right? So we have already seen that how system software controls and manages the working of the computer system as well as the working of various devices. All right, and then here in this slide you can clearly see that system software example, it is showing as operating system. That is one example of your system software. And when this operating system, it manages everything related to your CPU, related to RAM, and related to input and output devices. Okay, we all know that the hardware device, CPU, is a hardware device, right? Then the hard disk inside the computer is again a hardware device, and the input output device is connected to our computer, that is the keyboard and the monitor are the hardware devices, and the working of these devices are completely in hand of operating system or the system software. Okay, so that is how your your hardware and software are dependent on each other. That means without a software, a hardware will not work, and if just the software is there and its corresponding hardware is not there, then also the software is of no use. So that clearly tells you about the interdependency between the hardware and the software. So now when we talk about system software, most common example of system software is your operating system. Okay, so here are some of the functions of operating system. That is, it manages the computer's hardware and software, which we have already talked in the previous slide. Then it says enables the components of the computer to work together. Enables the components of the computer means it allows and it provides a platform for the computer and the components of computer to work them together. Okay, and then it controls the working of all external devices like keyboard, mouse, monitor and printer. That means all the devices that are connected to your computer, whether it is a keyboard or a mouse or a monitor on a printer, all these devices are basically taken care of by your operating system. The operating system is one which checks whether all the devices are working properly or not. Sometimes you must have seen a small message appearing in the notification bar that this device is not working properly, or whenever you attach a new device, let us say you connect a mouse or a printer to your computer, then in the notification bar itself on the bottom right corner you get messages like the connected device has been installed correctly or something like that, right? So that is the message from the operating system, and that is how the operating system controls all the input and output devices. So when we talk about examples of operating system, here you have few examples. The most common example is of Windows, and these are the various versions of Windows that you can see on the screen where I'm hovering my mouse pointer. Okay, apart from that you have Mac operating system, then we have Linux and Android. These are the some operating systems that are quite common nowadays, isn't it? And apart from that you have Red Hat, you have Ubuntu, you have Macintosh as in other operating systems. So when we talk about system software, you have already seen that system software is divided into two, that is operating system and the utility software. So what is utility software? Utility software, as the name says, these are the small programs which basically smoothens the functions of the operating system. Okay, they support the working of the operating system by providing some support. Okay, so this says the operating system is supported by a set of utility programs for its working. All right, so these utility programs, what do? Their job is to support the working of the operating system. Then for example, some of the utility programs are disk compression. So disk compression means to compress something, right, to reduce something. So disk compression means this is going to reduce the file size by compressing them and help in increasing the disk capacity, okay, before saving them on the hard disk. Then system cleanup, as the name says, it will remove all the unnecessary and unused files from your computer system. And the next utility that is very popular is file management. This utility helps us to manage the files and folders in our computer system. Now when we talk about utility software, one very important utility software that we all are using nowadays is the antivirus, right? But what is antivirus? That is a big question. So antivirus is nothing but it is a software that contains a set of programs that can detect, prevent and remove damage causing programs known as virus. So what are virus? Viruses are also computer programs, but what do? They basically harm our computer system. Okay, so this particular software antivirus helps us in detecting those viruses and preventing those viruses from entering into our computer. And even if somehow these viruses they manage to enter into our computer, the antivirus removes them and makes your computer safe once again. Okay, so that was all about today's topics, and for the next topic I'll be uploading a video very soon. So stay tuned to this channel, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.